Hello, everybody. And today we're going to be joined by a newcomer to the Cigar Games, Mr. Scott Diggs. He'll be hopping in on this later. Is it good morning? No, it's good afternoon, isn't it?
Yes, it
Listen,
is.
I have been running all day. I just got my coffee in my Redskins cup. Yes, and Redskins, Lord, I don't know what I'm thinking about. In my Cowboys cup, we lost. It's okay. We'll rebound when Dak gets back. And I got my cigar of the day. It's a Black Eagle. I've never had one of these. I guess it is Black Eagle cigars. And I got this when I visited Mrs. Squizit at her cigar shop. So I can't wait to get into that one. Are you smoking a cigar right now?
No, I'm not. Not at the moment. Because I'm inside the.
Oh, what did you have earlier?
I had oh my God, 4 sticks, crown heads.
Okay. I've never had that, so I'm gonna have to check that one out. I always ask my guests what cigar they have smoked for the day because it's probably something I've never had. So I always I take notes and then I go and buy it so I can see what it's all about. So you have a new cigar line coming out.
Yes, ma'am.
And so when do you foresee the line being available to the general public?
Actually, they are open pre-order sales right now going on. And they will be no later shipped by November 7th, which is on a Monday, if in time for Veterans Day.
Oh, okay. That'd be great because are you retired Navy or still active duty?
No, I'm just a veteran of the United States Navy. Served my time, got out, all the blessings.
And I always support all of our veterans. I'm a big supporter of the military. So it's great that you are coming out with your cigars in time for Veterans Day. So what made you want to start your own cigar line? Like, why did you decide to start it now?
Well, now it's kind of like you get hit on top of the head and then all of a sudden, oh my God, what am I doing? I've always dreamed of doing something, of owning my own business of some sorts. I've been a union electrician for many years, and my family, they're all into it. My grandfather started his own business and my uncles. And so I was like, that's a little too difficult at the timing and all that. It's not that it's hard. I know what I'm doing as an electrician and all that, but to run a business, I was like, I'm good on that. So I was sitting out in my backyard watching the golfers and smoking a nice cigar and all that. I'm like, you know what? Looked at my wife. I'm going to start my own business. Why not? Doing something that I enjoy. I enjoy smoking cigars. I love the camaraderie that it brings with smoking cigars. And the other thing that was entailed on that is because I remember years ago as a little kid with my grandfather, he was in the United States Navy and he smoked cigars. He had cigars. But we also love sports. Chicago sports, the Bears, White Sox, all that.
Okay. It's the Bears. Okay.
Hey. I just got to put that out there. Sorry, I just had to throw that a little bit. But the whole thing is when we would listen, I played baseball. That was huge. But the pastime, when you listen to it, he would have a cigar. He goes, now listen to what the sounds of the cracking of a bat, the nostalgia of it. You close your eyes and you hear the ball coming in and you can just smell it. It's like brings you right to like you're there at the game. Wow. Years ago. It's a wonderful feeling. And that's what I'm trying to bring to the table is bring that, because with everybody that you don't realize that, oh my gosh, you're in the entertainment business, whether you realize it or not, you're entertaining everybody.
Exactly.
And what matters is bring everybody together instead of always divided and this and that. Have a good conversation, whatever the case may be. How's your day going? Anything.
Right. Right. So when you decided, you decided I'm going all in, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start my cigars. What flavor tones did you want to do? Did you decide that you wanted to do mild or mild to medium, full body? Like, is it based off of what you like to smoke? Or did you just say, you know what, I'm gonna go in easy and I'm gonna start off with a mild, like how did you decide what cigars you wanted to bring out there for everybody?
I was mostly going off of my palate that what I enjoy, but it's not all about me. It was just like, okay, I'll stick with a medium to full body because everybody can pretty much stay on tone with a medium because not
Mm-hmm.
everybody has that can enjoy a full body, or some may not like the real light.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, well, pick a happy medium.
Okay.
So that's what I kind of went with. It's like, okay, my first one. And plus, I kind of put it off of as my wife because being the compass rose, I'm the compass and she's my rose.
Okay. Oh, that's
So
cute.
yeah, he has cancer and stuff like that. So she's my rock.
Mm-hmm.
I look up to her. And it's like, yeah, the rose that fits medium, nothing strong, nothing
Mm-hmm.
light. She's just that way.
Okay. So do how many cigars are you coming out with?
I'm coming out with two. They're the same one. It's called the Rose,
Okay.
but one's coming in as a Toro and the
Mhm.
other one is a Robusto.
Okay. Okay. So what was the hardest part of the cigar process for you?
I think the hardest part would be just doing it. It's
Okay.
that scary. It's like, oh man, you can almost feel it. You get that close, but you need that extra push to do it.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you can go on every single day. It's like, yeah, I almost did that. I thought about it. Why
Mm-hmm.
didn't I think that? Why didn't I do that? Yeah, so that's kind of like how it came all about. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna take a leap of faith and I'm gonna actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst that can happen?
Right, right. So how long was the process for you? Like with just coming out of COVID, how long was the process? Because I know a lot of people started their cigar businesses during COVID. So how long was your process from I'm doing it that day that you decide I'm doing it to now that you're getting ready to put them out now? Like how long of a process
Well, for me, it started pretty much, I would say, the thought process about back in June.
of this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So did you already have the blends? Like, did you already know what leaf you wanted? Like the region that you wanted to get them from, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, Dominican Republic. Did you already know where you wanted to get your leaves from?
No, that I left. I coordinated with my blender and all that, and the one who does it, uh, and he pretty much went from there. So
Okay.
we worked together, and he created the masterpiece.
Okay. So now I'm always fascinated by this. So he created it. Does he then send it to you and you smoke it and you say, yeah, no, it's not quite there?
Yes, you
So
could say that. Yeah,
how do you like if you did, how many times did that happen for you to say, yes, that's it right there?
actually, it doesn't happen. It's a leap of faith. It's a trust.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an old school to where it's a blue collar. Well, the old fashioned way is you go by a handshake or a word.
Mm-hmm.
Your word is your bond. So I basically put my faith in him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the one who chose it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So then he chose it, he sent it to you. Now, do you smoke it? Like, did you smoke both of them? Well, I
At
guess
the
if
moment,
they're the same, they're the same. So you don't have to smoke both of them, right?
yeah, you don't have to smoke both of them. You just get one different, either a Toro or the Robusto.
Okay. And so you smoked it and you liked it. Well, I guess
Mhm.
listen, I guess if you didn't like it, you would be like, yeah, that ain't it. That's
Yeah, I wouldn't put my name on it. I would not put my name on it.
Okay. Okay. And that's good to know. Cause some people, they're so eager to get out there, to get their product out there, that they'll say, okay, well, it ain't good yet, but then on our next run, we'll fix whatever's wrong with it. Right.
Yeah, because everybody's palate is different. So
Mm-hmm.
it's, some person might pick it up and say, well, it's not for me, but it goes with like how a mood is.
Okay.
There are so many different factors that come into play with it.
Right. Right.
It really does.
It really does. And for me, when I pick a stick, because I do not have a sense of smell, I literally have to go off of what it looks like. And if I think I'm going to like it, here is what one thing that I always say that some cigar manufacturers do and some don't. I wish that when I go in to buy it, that they do have what the flavor tones are, or at the very least, what I should be tasting. I get it that some people don't put it on there and they want you to experience it, but because I don't have a sense of smell, a lot of people go off smell on when they're picking up a cigar and okay, well that smells pretty good. I don't have that. All I have is just going off of, okay, it looks good. So what is the one thing when someone sees your cigar, what do you want them to think immediately on seeing yours?
I want them to see the elegance, but the meaning behind that. When you look at the band,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to state it right there.
Okay.
And then the rose.
I am just so your wife she is supporting you 100% in this endeavor.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
And well, I take she's not a cigar smoker, correct?
No.
Okay, so do you have people in your family that have taste tested your cigar?
Nope.
You want them to experience it with the rest of us.
Yep, it's gonna ring it. It's a celebration. It's coming out for all of us. We're gonna all share it together.
Okay. Oh, that's great. So are you gonna have
Yeah.
like a little smoke party, like a little smoke out, the day that it comes out and is in your hand?
Well, like I said, the pre-order is going on right now. So whoever does purchase them and all that, and then yeah, I will sit there and invite them on. It's all in the works. Let's put it that way.
Okay, got you.
I'm working on it. That the right thing, because like I said, it's gonna be I want everybody to have it for Veterans Day because that's
Mm-hmm.
special to me
Okay.
as a celebration to the United States,
Right.
America. So right then and there, we can go on live and smoke
Okay.
it together.
So do you plan on coming out with more cigars after these two? Are there plans for you to have more cigars in your Compass Rose line?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
So when do you
So
think that those will, start making, or are you already in production with those?
I am not in production of those. I am going with right now with this line.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I get through the motions on this, and then I will focus my attention on the next stream.
Okay. So how do you plan on, because with so many new cigar lines coming out, I'm going to say weekly and daily almost, how do you plan on going out to get your cigars into people's hands other than your website?
Actually driving out and going to meet and greet different people, going to different lounges. I have a lot of veteran hospitals around. There are so many different avenues and networks that I'm going to go through.
Mm-hmm. So do you plan on marketing them to your local VFWs and American Legions and things like that? Like, are you a member of those organizations, and are those organizations, do they know that you're getting into the cigar business?
Actually, yeah, I have my local VFW that I'm attached to, which is 97,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be starting to go through them.
Okay, that's great. That's great because I'm like I said, I'm a big military supporter. So here in Maryland, I belong to have dual membership at two American Legions, and I go to the local VFW. So I'm always there. So when you 2 years from now, what do you see for the Compass Rose? So the company name is the Compass Rose Cigar Company, or just the Compass Rose?
Just the Compass Rose.
Okay. So what do you foresee for the Compass Rose in 2 years?
Wow, that's a good question. It's intense.
I get a good one off every now and again.
No, I foresee having my own brick and mortar.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, where
Yes.
are you located?
I am in Auburn, Indiana, just
Indiana.
right
Okay.
outside of Fort Wayne.
Okay. So is there a big cigar culture in Indiana?
Well, we have the golf course, which there's a lot of people that smoke cigars. A
Right.
lot of people that smoke
Yeah.
cigars. We have in Fort Wayne, there's like 3 or 4 lounges, probably a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And the one by me, right now, we only have one lounge.
Okay. So when you say you want to have a brick and mortar, do you want it to be just a brick and mortar cigar shop, or do you want it to be a brick and mortar cigar shop and lounge?
Now, see, that is where it takes a twist
Mm-hmm.
because have you ever seen the show Cheers?
Yes, I love that.
Okay, well, I'm going to be the Ted Danson of it.
Okay.
That vibe, the bar, all that good stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
and all you do is on the side, you have a lounge, the
Okay.
cigar lounge. It will be attached to that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, listen,
Okay.
Cheers was my show, so I can't wait to come there. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I am, let me see. I think I was Norm because I'm always, when I go to my local bar, I'm always in the same seat. I sit there, they know exactly what I want to drink. So I come in and be like, oh, hey. I come in, I
Yeah,
sit down, I get my drink, and that's where I am the rest of the night. So I'm Norm. I am Norm. I
I'm the
don't
Ted
deliver
Danson. I
mail,
gotta
but
have him.
I'm Norm.
That's like phenomenal right there. I love it. You are always more than welcome to come out. But
Okay.
that's what I want. That's the vibe that I want to put out. Everybody wants to know your name.
Yes.
Everybody knows it.
Yes.
You're somebody.
Yes.
You are somebody there.
Yeah. So how far in the future do you think that you're going to be able to try to begin that process?
Well, I'm working on that as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole thing is I'm trying to, again, build my foundation. You have to
Okay.
have a solid foundation. Get
Mm-hmm.
everything, my roots, exactly where I want it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then the next phase, maybe a mobile lounge.
Okay.
Because since do private events, all the good stuff right there. After that, move into brick and mortar.
Okay.
But I still keep the cigar lounge or the mobile lounge.
Okay. Right. Because when you are not in the stationary, you can always, there's always people, because it is becoming a huge industry now. Mobile cigar lounges are becoming really, really big because people want that experience or want their party to have that experience. So I think you have a really great business model that you're following right now. So when you with the Compass Rose, I know you have a website already. So I know you're on Facebook, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you also sell etched, is it laser etched merchandise?
Yes. Laser etched. Yes, I do. And
And
engraved.
that is, is that going to be part of your cigar line? I know I saw, I think, coasters on there, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's going to be a whole genre of different merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still more to come. I just actually got more merchandise on my website today as we speak.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like, it's exciting, but I'm trying to hold a lot of different things under wraps. But now I can announce, well, I'm affiliated with Folds of Honor,
Mm-hmm.
if you've ever heard of it, which they're huge and all that in the communities. and they're all over. But I also just now got my affiliation with Dugout Mugs.
Oh, wow. Okay. Great. You know what? And I see those. I'm like, that is so cool. Like, it's a bat. Or used to be a bat or something, and is a mug now. So yeah, so is that going to have the Compass Rose logo on it?
Yes, it does. Oh, I gotta figure out how to get this off. I could show you.
Go to your settings and then go to video and then
You gotta go through a whole smorgasbord for
yes,
all
you
this.
do. I know they make it so hard.
It's like, come on now.
Right.
There we go.
There you go. So okay, and so it's going to have the Compass Road on it. Wow, that is really great. That is really great. Oh, that is nice. That is really nice. See, now I have a friend that would love that with whatever the baseball team is from Chicago. I don't know the Chicago teams. Is that it? Yes.
There's the White Sox, but you have two, and then you have the Cubs. The Cubs are north
it's
side.
the Cubs. It's the Cubs because
he south side.
Yeah, it's the Cubs. It's the Cubs because he likes the Bears and he likes the Cubs. So yeah, so now I feel like I'm gonna have to. Is that on your website as well too?
Yes, it is. It just got put up there and all that.
Okay.
Any team that you want, just order it.
Wow. Okay. So that is so amazing. And I'm so glad that you took this time to sit down with me. And hey, you better get ready because it's about to be a whole new world for you.
I'm excited, but also nervous at the same time.
Yeah. But you know what? If you weren't nervous, then that means you weren't doing something right. Because every time I do this show, I'm nervous every time I get ready to come on. So you're doing everything right. You have everything. You have a great business model. You have everything in order for you to make a very successful business. And so what is the website? Tell everybody what your website is.
thecompassrose.me.
Is thecompassrose.me, M-E, right? Okay.
Yes.
So I want everybody to go on there. I want everybody to pre-order the cigars. He has two, which is the Robusto
and the Toro.
And the Toro. He has two. They're the same, but there's just different sizes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you all got it. And listen, support your veterans. Everyone knows I'm a big veteran supporter. So my dad was retired Air Force, got a daughter, retired Air Force, got a daughter-in-law and a son-in-law, both in the Navy. Navy and Army. So I'm a military family.
That's how it works. My whole family was military, and it's been for generations.
Yes. Now, let me ask you another question. So are your parents or your grandparents, are they still here, and are they excited about your cigar journey?
Unfortunately, I lost my mother and all that a couple of years ago. So that was the other push that got me to do the things that I want to do.
Okay.
After she passed away.
Okay. And you know what? And that little nudge that you feel is her telling you, keep going. I firmly believe that.
You got it. There's a lot to it. And that's why I'm working on my 501c for nonprofit. So, there will be, the proceeds do go to veterans' mental health, homelessness, first responders.
Wow. That's amazing. That is so amazing. So I can't wait to get the cigars, because with a name like the Compass Rose, you can't help but fall in love with it immediately. You just can't. It just happens. It just happens. And as soon as you open up that bar, I want the seat on the corner, right where Norm would sit. I need that seat. I will drive to Indiana.
Hey, you're more than welcome. But that's the whole part about it, is because, well, since I'm actually on live with you now, I can kind of talk about it. They'll know, because I don't want to let everything out yet.
Yeah. No, you're going to come back and you're going to tell us about it.
Exactly, as time goes on.
Yes.
But as far as the Compass Rose goes, the reason why I got that is because me being a sailor, I've been around the world, traveled all over, and I would always look up at the stars, certain times at nighttime and all that when
Mhm.
the flight ops were not doing anything at that time. So look up there to be able, hey, my son's looking up at the star, or my wife's looking up at the stars,
Oh,
the same one
wow.
with me. But on every map, it started from the dawn of time. You have the compass rose on the side,
Mhm.
okay? And then with the way our everybody's culture and with everything that's been going on in this life,
Mhm.
that, oh, hey, you're segregating this, or you're against that, you're against this, you don't, all that different stuff. Compass rose is neutral. It's
Mhm.
for everybody in the world. So my main goal is get that foundation. That's what I'm doing here in Auburn, and that's
Mhm.
where the home place, that's where my bar will be,
Mhm.
and cigar lounge. And then hopefully, as you were asking earlier, what do I see it? Many, many more Compass Roses, whether it's around the world. And whenever they pick up that cigar or they pick up that beer or drink or wine tasting, and they look up, they put their latitude, longitude, say, that's where I'm at this moment. I'm at the
Oh,
Compass Rose
that's
here.
so good. That is so wonderful. That is so wonderful. Now, as soon as I get it, wherever I am, and I'm not good with maps or anything, but my son is. Wherever I am, I'm going to do, when I smoke it, I'm going to do my longitude and my latitude.
See, there you go. And that's where
That
you're
is,
at. You're
oh my
part of the
God,
Compass.
I'm so excited now. I'm so excited. I'm so
Well,
excited.
that's what I mean. You can smoke a cigar with me, whether you're on wherever you're at located. You could be around the world.
Right.
We're right there together because you're smoking Compass Rose, or you're
Exactly.
drinking a Compass Rose, or you're drinking a mug out of the Compass Rose. We're right there together,
Right. Right. Oh my
one
gosh.
on one. It's personal.
That is so wonderful. That is so wonderful. So everybody, you got to go onto his site, thecompassrose.me, pre-order your cigars right now so you can have them for Veterans Day, so we can all light up on Veterans Day and enjoy a nice smoke session together. So I want to thank you, Scott, for joining me today. And I have been amazed, and well wishes to you and to your lovely wife,
Thank you.
and her journey, because I have that same journey as well. So I
God bless you.
understand everything that's happening right now. So I just thank you for taking the time out of your busy Wednesday to sit down and talk to me. And we will be seeing each other on live. I'm sure we'll be on live later
Oh,
on.
absolutely. I look forward to it. It was
Yes.
an honor to have me on. I really greatly do appreciate it.
And you are going to come back when I have mine in my hand. We're gonna come back and we're gonna smoke it together. And I'm gonna do my whole longitude and latitude. So it'll be
Amen to
here
that.
in Maryland.
Hey,
So,
we're doing it together.
yes, we are. So thank you for joining me today. And I just want to tell everybody again that on December 9th, I'm hosting a cigar weekend just to come hang out with me here in Maryland, December 9th, 10th, and 11th. We're just going to smoke some good cigars. We're going to go visit some cigar lounges, and we're going to be tasting bourbon, whiskey, and wine. So,
Oh,
I'm all in.
nice. That's fantastic.
So,
Now all you gotta do is throw a beer in there.
yeah, I know. You know what? I think I might add a beer because I'm trying to, expand my palate. So when I come up to Indiana, I can be like, oh,
Here's the,
and if there is a Compass Rose cocktail, you have to tell me, because I need to start having that as well.
well, here's a little thing. It's with all the military and all that, I am a shareholder of Armed Forces Brewing Company.
What? Oh, yeah.
They're over by you in Maryland too. If you look them up, I know you got them.
Really?
Look up there. They have a beer for each branch of the military.
Get out of here.
Hat shot. Oh yeah, preamble beer. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to look this up because I had no idea. I had no idea.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yes, ma'am.
oh yeah.
They're on
So
there.
I'm definitely gonna have to get with you offline so I can figure out all these different beers that I need to be tasting.
That's why I am so excited about it, because when I do have my brick and mortar, of course, I'm going to have Armed Forces Brewing Company to represent
Right.
it.
Oh my
But
gosh.
that's
Armed
later down the
Forces
road.
Brewing
That's later
Company.
down the road.
Wow. Armed Forces Brewing Company. I am so looking this up as soon as I get offline because I might need to be tasting that next week because I'm doing my live bourbon tasting tonight at 6 o'clock on Instagram. So I might have to put some beer in there too to do the whole beer tasting with a cigar.
And guess what's more exciting?
The beer?
You could become a shareholder yourself. Yeah.
Don't
$200.
tempt me with a good time.
Oh, $200 buy-in, you get
What?
20 shares of
Yeah.
Armed Forces Brewing Company.
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get that information from you. So
So then you can
so
represent your family.
yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So people, you've heard it here. You've heard it here. Armed Forces Brewing Company, make sure you support your veterans. Make sure you support the Compass Rose.me with his new cigars coming out. Pre-order them now so you can get them before Veterans Day so we can have a huge smoke out on both Veterans Day. And I want to thank Scott for joining me today. And I hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday. And I will see you online later on, Mr. Scott Diggs.
Yes, ma'am. It's an honor.
Thank you for joining
Godspeed.
me.
Thank you, and Godspeed.